Hi buddies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this delicious, nutritious and healthy Gizdodo recipe with just 1 tablespoon of oil. For a food like Gizdodo that requires you to do lots of frying, what if I tell you that I made this whole Gizdodo with just 1 tablespoon of cooking oil? If you want to learn how I did this, kindly watch this video to the end. This particular recipe was created for my LD Life gang. If you know you are in the LD Life gang, this video is for you. So the first thing I did is to boil my gizzard. Yes, I'm boiling my gizzard. I bought my gizzard with curry masala with some salt and Maggi. I didn't add any water to the gizzard because I wanted the gizzard to create its own juice. So I will not be adding any water to it. I'll just allow the gizzard to create its own juice. Then I also went in with some onions. I've always said this on my channel. There's nothing like too much onions. If you have enough onions, add onions to your food. There's this sweet flavor it just gives your food, and then it just makes your food taste so delicious, so naturally delicious without even adding any other thing. Add lots of onions and you cover on and allow it to cook on low heat, so that it can give the meat, the gizzard, the chance to create its own juice. Just look at this. I didn't add any water and the gizzard is already doing its thing. So this is not done yet. I just checked it to check, if the gizzard has created its own juice. Just look at this. Without any water, the gizzard created its own juice. Make sure you are cooking on low heat so that all the ingredients, all the spices can infuse into the gizzard. So after a few minutes, the gizzard is done now. I'm okay with how cooked it is. So I'm just stirring everything together to combine the whole ingredient. Number one tip, make sure you allow the gizzard to create its own juice. Once it creates its own juice, and make sure you cook on a low heat. Guys, once you start cooking on low heat, trust me, you won't want to cook on high heat anymore because it gives your food that chance to, combine all the flavors together, and then your food just tastes so perfect. So after then, I poured my gizzard onto my oven tray. So the white thing you are looking at is a baking sheet. So if you have an oven, you can oven bake. If you have an air fryer, you can use an air fryer. I didn't add any oil whatsoever, and this came out really, really nice, so delicious, guys. So if you've gotten to this part of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you can get to see more of my videos. Love you. Mwah. So the next step is to air fry my plantain. Yes, I diced my plantain into smaller cubes and I air fried in my air fryer. So I'm using Silvercrest air fryer. So if you are using Silvercrest air fryer, you can replicate this process for your air fryer. So now to the main work. As you can see, this particular spoon is half tablespoon measurement. So I'm going to be going in with half tablespoon. So half tablespoon means two of it is going to be 1 tablespoon. So I've added my 1 tablespoon of oil, and that is all the oil I used for this recipe. Then when you are cooking, make sure your gas is on low heat. I'm frying my onions, my gas is on low heat, everything is just going steady, steady, no rushing, nothing, nothing. I added my pepper mix. This pepper mix consists of a very little tomato, more of shombo and tatashe, and scotch bonnet pepper. So I added my pepper mix and allowed it to fry on low heat. Then I went in with my rosemary, I went in with my soya spice, and I went in with my all-purpose seasonings. These are natural spices that will give your food very natural taste, and it gives your food this very rich taste so that you won't need to add lots of salt or lots of bouillon cubes into your food. Once you are using natural spices, it elevates the taste of your food. So I highly recommend, if you are not using spices, you should try and inculcate using natural spices while you're cooking. So I love Knorr chicken cubes a lot, so I use Knorr chicken cube. So as you can see, I'm using 1 bouillon cube. So that is because I have already added those spices, so I don't need to add a lot of bouillon cubes to my pepper. So I'll combine everything together. Make sure your gas is on low heat too, because if it's on high heat, is your pepper is going to get burnt because you are not cooking with enough oil. You are cooking with just 1 tablespoon of oil. Then because I'm cooking with just 1 tablespoon of oil, I'm going to be adding a little water to my pepper mix, so that it will give the pepper mix the chance to properly cook. If you're adding lots of oil, you might not need to add this water. But because I'm cooking with very little amount of oil, and I want to retain the healthy nutrients, so I'm adding water instead of oil. And make sure your gas is on low heat, like extremely low heat, and just allow it to just keep frying on its own. After some few minutes, I went in with my gizzard. I didn't cut my gizzard into small chunks, but if you want to cut yours into small chunks, it's actually your choice. Then I went in with my air fried plantain. I went in with some what's it called? Some bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, and green bell peppers, and also some carrots for that extra crunchiness. Those crown exactly. You get that right. So then you are going to combine everything together. Please make sure your gas is on low heat. So make sure your gas is on low heat. If not, your food is going to burn. Apart from it burning, your food will not be able to, the Gizdodo will not be able to, it will not be able to combine together to give you that flavor that you need. Make sure you are cooking on low heat. Be patient. Don't be in a hurry to eat. Make sure everything is well combined together. Add a little water to help the cooking process. We are doing this because we are not using enough oil. Assuming we are using enough oil, we might not need to add any water. But because you want to maintain the healthy lifestyle, we just had to add little oil and allow it to cook on low heat. If you are in a hurry to eat, I don't advise you do this recipe. But if you are not in a hurry to eat, allow it to cook naturally. Let it cook on its own. Let all the ingredients combine together. Trust me, you are going to love it. Then after some few minutes, combine everything together once again, guys. As at this time, the aroma in my kitchen was heavenly. Like, I enjoyed this meal so much, and I highly recommend. I highly recommend. It wasn't just so delicious, it was healthy and nutrients packed. It was just everything. So for my plating, I am on a calorie deficit, so I used 1 cup of cooked rice and beans and 1 cup of Gizdodo, and I top it with some cucumbers, with some cucumber slice. You can decide to pair yours with any vegetable of your choice, but this was how I had my own meal. You can decide to add little stew, and you can decide to eat like this. The Gizdodo adds its own pepper, so I didn't use any other stew for it. So if you got to this part of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel so that I can get to see more of my videos. I share different kind of recipes, simple recipes, easy kitchen tips, and healthy meal options. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. You should be trying this recipe. Kindly tag me in your video when you do so. Bye guys. Mwah.